So here's the plan.
Little fang. That wasn't halfway.
So I've always tried to live my life by a few simple principles, and one of those is live an eventful life. I feel lately that I've fallen off the trail a bit. My day has fallen apart tomorrow. So instead of sitting at the office all afternoon or at the house, we're gonna get back on the trail. The plan tomorrow is to ride a metric century, roughly 60-ish miles, and also ruck a half marathon. What we're gonna do is go from Lake Choctaw into London, hop on the trail, and then ride that down to, I believe it's Cedarville. Hop up to Clifton Mill. The park meets with John Bryan State Park. It goes into Glen Helen Park. 7-8 miles depending on your route each direction. Eat food in Yellow Springs, ruck back, ride back. Should be a trip.
So I'm at the lake. This is Choctaw. You come down roughly 5 miles into London, and then the bike path runs straight to Cedarville. Yellow Springs is roughly here, but in between there is Clifton Mill, which is about there. So we have Clifton here. So we'll take the bike path there, rough road it up to Clifton, and then here we hit Clifton Gorge. Then we go into John Bryan State Park, and then we'll go into Glen Helen. It's about 7 miles there. And this is Yellow Springs. Altogether, should be about 60 miles on the bike, maybe 15-ish with the backpack.
And we're off, leaving the lake. It's like almost 1 o'clock. This is the one place I did not like riding no matter what. State Route 40. I just don't like it. There was a really cool 172 here earlier. It must have taken off. I wanted to see if I could catch it. Found out about this little secret path. Turns out I don't think it was much of a secret, except I'm the only one that just didn't know about it. Fitzwater has industrial gravel. We here in London have suburban gravel. I think I have officially found the mysterious London bike trail. It's not easy to find this part of it. You kind of go through town guessing for 4 or 5 blocks. And we're off. I've only ridden this part of the trail west of London to South Charleston, and I've heard that it's real dull past that. The only benefit of this part of the trail so far is it's protected. Like, there's heavy vegetation on both sides. Keeps that wind out of your face for the most part, but I guess you could say it's also very nicely paved. If you head east to Columbus, it's a little bit more scenic. seen guys like Lachlan and some of the GCN dudes have got wired headphones, and I figured out why versus having wireless headphones. Randomly, I ran across my iPod from 2007 the other day. I've never ridden with headphones, but it's a good thing here on this dull part of the trail. So I don't even know how to unload or load music onto it, but having my wired headphones is definitely gonna make me a lot faster though today. That's for sure. This town's like just a giant grain bin. I made it to the Clifton Gorge, but there was nowhere to chain up my bike at the trailhead, so I want to move on up a little bit. There's a nature center up here. Maybe it's less than a mile. I'm not sure where the entrance is from the roadside. I think there's some like either steel rails or picnic tables that might maybe work. So maybe there's not a nature center entrance from the road. I've never done it from the road. I've hiked it probably hundreds of times. I don't know, I might have to ride all the way to John Bryan. So yeah, I had to ride all the way to John Bryan. This was not the plan today. Major toe overlap, not the bike for this trail. I have to be real conscious of how I turn and pedal at the same time because my toe overlap is pretty hardcore. This bike would be probably decent on this without fenders and different tires. Super cool, super cool. Cool breeze, tight squeeze. Oh yeah, you probably shouldn't have a pannier on the back with the rear rack that weighs 5 pounds. Mega mud right there.
there. That's why you need different tires. All right, let's go. Hopefully nothing messed up. Brake levers look okay. Quad lock's holding strong. Front rack, light, mirror, pannier bags on there. Oh, yeah. Crank is too long as well. Note to self. When you're 60 pounds overweight, it hurts to fall down. Cool breeze. Tight squeeze. I gotta get out of here. I'm not gonna have time to go get food. Ooh, I hear cars. There's a pull out. I'm gonna take the pull out. Malcortez, AKA Sally Jones, signing out.
Hello, welcome to Fireside Chats with Mulk Hogan. Just a quick note, when you get a chance to ride dirt trails on a rando bike, just say no, kids.
So all part of the adventure. There's nowhere in the lower picnic area I could find to lock up my bike. Check out this grade. Need that 50 tooth. I haven't been able to find a bike rack, and I was gonna go to the lodge and ask the ranger if I could lock to their TV antenna, and then I see this. Got the shoes switched out. I'm gonna show you how this works real quick. Lights, snacks. It's this simple. Backpack. Quick costume change. We're headed to the trail. Bike is locked up. Hopefully that kryptonite chain is decent. Dang, I ain't been here in a long time. Where's the entrance? It's still here. Looks like they got the new South Bridge done. They had it closed off for 2 seasons because it was getting dangerous. We still crossed it anyway. That looks pretty nice. In 2013, I was in a motorcycle accident. It left me paralyzed half of my body. So for rehab, I used to come here every single day, and I would hike from Subway in Yellow Springs to Clifton Mill. My mommy would drop me off in the morning at Subway, and then I would eat lunch at Clifton Mill. And depending on the route that I would take, I could typically get a 15-mile hike out of it every single day. It worked wonders for my progress. I got pretty used to these trails, and I like being here just as much in the winter as I do in the summer, in the sun, as I do in the rain, and in the day as I do throughout the night, because I've hiked this in every condition you can think of. And this is a fabulous, fabulous network of parks and trails here. I'm really lucky to live as close as I do to John Bryan and Glen, Helen, and Clifton Gorge. If you haven't been here, if it's within a couple-hour drive, it is not to be missed. Check it out. One One good thing about this park is once you get in pretty deep, you don't see a lot of traffic. You can tell because I'm maybe a couple miles through and the vegetation's super overgrown here and the trail's not that worn. There's this flat spot up here where this hill kind of levels out for just a second. This hill is easily the hardest hill climb in all of John Bryan, Glen, Helen, and Clifton Gorge. I held the Strava KOM for this segment. I really loved it and hated it. But anytime I bring someone on this hike or run, we'll hit this flat spot and I'll say, all right, we were halfway. Can't stop till you reach the top. And it's totally not true. It's not the halfway point. And every single time we get to the top, everyone's like, that wasn't halfway. You said that was halfway. But it works. The Horace Mann statue. So this is Horace Mann. He founded Antioch College, which is the college in Yellow Springs. My brother went there, and I believe there is an identical statue in front of the Maryland Capitol building. I could be wrong. I know there is definitely a replica in front of a either state building or a city building. I believe it's Maryland. If I'm wrong, put the right answer in the comments. The greatest thing about this is Horace has had red shoes since I was probably in college, which maybe 20 years, kind of funny. We're now in Glen Helen. Yeah, I've been for a little bit. I don't think that we're gonna get to go to Clifton Gorge Park today, so my mileage on my hike is not gonna be what I hoped, but we definitely rode bikes way further than anticipated, so it's a win-win. I'm hoping that I can get to Current Cuisine in Yellow Springs because it is one of my favorite restaurants in all of the land. Quiches, casseroles, killer sandwiches, any bread, cheese, meat you can imagine. Just all kinds of unique little things and salads. So the first time I ever saw this part of the park, my friend Tim took me here in 2010 when I first moved to Ohio from Colorado. They call this section the Pine Forest. Give you two guesses why. Anyway, he told me this tale about the John Bryan. John Bryan was a rich man, owned lots of land, had lots of money, and when he died, he left all of his land to the state. He also left all of his money to the state. All but $1. He left his wife $1. I thought, dude, that's the most brutal thing I've ever heard. Like, that's so much worse than leaving her $0. One quick note, I left the bike at, I think 4 o'clock, 4:15, and I don't know how many miles I'm in right now. I'd say it's 5:30, so I bet I'm probably 3 miles in, maybe a little bit further. I'm this far in. I've seen 2 people this whole time. That's pretty awesome. Now it is 5:30 on I don't know what day it is, in the middle of the week. That's a nice thing. I like that. This look familiar, Pudgy? So I kind of cheated. I hopped out of the woods early so I could take this paved trail. I'm almost here. I can see Corey Street, almost there. I don't know where else you can get a spinach square and a salmon cake, a corned beef on rye with spicy garlic spread and horseradish. What? What? So we made it back. Bike was here, thank God. It's 7:40. I knew that we were gonna be late today, but I didn't know it was gonna be this late. Check this out. Longboard, kinda cool. So I've never tried to exit from the park headed east, but according to Komoot, it says you can do that. This is probably a horrible idea, but if it works, it'll cut a whole bunch of time off me getting back to the trail. Yeah, it was a bad idea. So I had a better idea. If this backfires, we're in real trouble. Dylan was right, and this is fine to do once or twice, but I would want suspension fork, wider tire, probably a single speed, honestly. It'd be awesome. So we just got to get through this patch of sketchy road. Actually, this was really nice. I've passed maybe 3 cars on this whole road. I think it was maybe 5 miles.
In 300 feet, turn left onto Prairie Grass Trail.
We made it! Well, we made it to South Charleston, which I think is halfway back. I can't run the camera much because it's too dark.
Now continue straight on East Mount Street. Follow this way for 7.86 miles.
Well, I made it back. Definitely an adventure. If things always go as planned, then what's the point? Only got to hike about half the distance I had planned, but I rode 70 miles today, so that's pretty cool. And I got a killer dinner, and I got killer Achilles pain. But it was a good day, it was a long day. The Brooks B17 is not for me. Like, that's probably 200 miles. I'm not sold. Like, I'll put in a couple more rides, but I just don't think it's my fit. Other than that, my bike was amazing today. Like, that thing, highly recommend the Straggler. I got some sun today. I think I might have gotten some, not so much here, but all right. Hope you guys like this. We'll do it again. See you next time.